Jamsin Entertainment.
Batman! Where's that hat of mine? I know I put it around here. Here it is. Couldn't really start the video without being Batmaned out. Alright. Here's the Batman v Dark Knight comparison / review. The two movies are similar but different. Batman is an intro to Bruce Wayne, Batman, and the Joker. The Dark Knight is a continuation of Bruce Wayne, Batman, and an intro to the Joker. Michael Keaton plays Bruce Wayne and Batman in the 1989 film, and Jack Nicholson plays the Joker. Christian Bale plays Batman in The Dark Knight, and Heath Ledger plays the Joker.
Spoiler alert! You've been warned.
Yep, you heard the voice again. This is a spoiler alert. Both movies have been out for quite a while. Shouldn't have to spoiler alert, but I'm going to just to be safe. This is going to be a comparison of the stories to start. Jack Nicholson's character starts out as Jack Napier, and it shows the origin of how he starts out as a mob right-hand man, and then being set up by his boss because he's too ambitious to go to a chemical factory where Batman stops him and his goons, and he gets dropped into a vat of chemicals and he becomes the Joker. Most people know that origin story. In The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's Joker has no alias besides Joker, no fingerprints in the records, no previous reps, nothing. He just comes out of nowhere and he makes up stories as he goes along, and he wears scars instead of being damaged by the chemicals. We don't know where the scars came from. He keeps on making up stories for it. Both origin stories I like very much. Now both plots has the Joker wreaking havoc all over Gotham. I give points to Heath Ledger's Joker because even though he doesn't come back for the next movie, the damage is still there, and his prediction came true. When the chips are down, these civilized people will eat each other. I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. Heath Ledger's Joker is more damaging than Jack Nicholson's Joker. As performance goes, I prefer Jack Nicholson. He's not only like a clown, but he's also dark. Heath Ledger's Joker does clown stuff, but he's mostly dark, and at some points, to me, I'm going to be reamed for this, I find him boring. For instance, in the scene where he burns the huge mound of money, I'm only burning my half. He sounds so monotone. He doesn't sound like he's actually working towards something. He's like, it's not about money, it's about sending a message. Everything burns. I think there could have been more emphasis in those lines. Jack Nicholson, you can tell, not all the lights are on. The hamster's dead at the wheel. He's missing a piece to the puzzle. Alright? I mean, the two mob scenes, let's his introduction to the mobs. Jack Nicholson says that until his boss comes back, he's in charge. He gets questioned by one of the guys at the other end of the table. So he walks up to him and he says, well, if you disagree, we can just shake it and that'll be it. So yeah? Yeah. And he has this buzzer that lights the guy on fire and kills him. And he just... Oh, there's another comparison. Joker, not only is his face deformed by the chemicals, but his skin is pure white from the chemicals. Heath Ledger's Joker puts the makeup on himself, which I'll get into another part later, because that's character development for both of them. Now the mob scene for Heath Ledger has a great part because how about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. He grabs a mob goon and slams his head into the pencil. It's bada! It's it's gone. So both have their moments where it's just like, yeah, that's the Joker, insane murderer. So now I'll talk about preparation that Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger both did for the roles. Jack Nicholson didn't have to do much. To be honest, Jack Nicholson plays Jack Nicholson in Jack Nicholson movies. And his prep work was The Shining, where he went into therapy because of that movie. He got too in deep to the role. So he already knew what to bring out for the Joker, and he knew how not to go that deep again. Heath Ledger, he met up with Chris Nolan, the director, and they started to develop the Joker together. They took some ideas from the comic, but they really made it their own. And Heath Ledger decided to lock himself within a hotel room for about 6 weeks or so and really hash out this character. And I can only imagine he's the kind of an actor that becomes a character in order to portray the character. And I think, unfortunately, that's why he's no longer with us, is that he didn't get help when he probably should have, and unfortunately he's no longer with us. He did a great role with with the material he was given. Heath Ledger isn't necessarily my Joker, but I do love what he did with the role. So I'm not bashing on him. I just have another preference, that's all. Now to Batman. Who's the better one? Michael Keaton or Christian Bale? I'm going to go with Michael Keaton on this one because he didn't give Batman throat cancer. He did a good portrayal of who Bruce Wayne is and the transition into Batman. You can tell there's a difference between them. With Christian Bale, yeah, you can tell there's a difference between them, but he has to give him throat cancer in order to make it different. And it's just, that kind of kills it for me. And the fact that he stays in Batman character for certain points in each movie, it just kind of takes away from the emotional aspect that should have been there. Michael Keaton's Batman is more relatable, I should say. Not so much Christian Bale's Batman. And Bruce Wayne, I would say Christian Bale's a better Bruce Wayne. So there's a comparison there. Like, there's no way that Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne, could possibly be Batman. With Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne, at some point you could probably figure out that he's Batman. Looking at the gear that he has, looking at his company, they show it in Dark Knight Rises, the Christian Bale one, that one person did figure it out. That's only because he was working for Bruce Wayne. But in the Tim Burton version Batman with Michael Keaton, I think Commissioner Gordon could have figured it out at some point. With Christian Bale, not so much, because he plays such the billionaire playboy versus someone who fights crime at night. So a little more difficult to tell the difference between Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne being Batman than Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne being Batman. This concludes prep work for Batman v Superman. It's tomorrow night. I'm pretty hyped for it. I can't wait. It's going to be Batman vs. Superman. Seen it before. Can't wait to see it on the big screen though. Let me know in the comments below who's your favorite Batman. And go beyond this video. Go beyond Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. Maybe your favorite Batman's Adam West. Maybe it's Kevin Conroy. Maybe it's Peter Weller. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below who's your favorite Joker. Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Mark Hamill, Michael Emerson. Tell me about it. I want to know. Let's start a discussion. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. And tune in next time for the Batman v Superman review.
Live your imagination.